Hey guys, it's Toby. Just had a little something I wanted to share with you. I was reading the book the other day and more stuff on emotions for yoga. I'm doing an online somatic healing yoga class and it's really awesome. Just talking about the mind-body connection and different things that could be kind of like roadblocks or limiting beliefs that kind of harbor into our body and create tension and pain and stuff like that. But something I thought was really interesting in the book was it mentioned if you don't own whatever, then you can't change. So I know for myself, I went around the mountain a bunch of times before I saw a new way to go, and you started really just realizing that I can't control anything outside of myself. I can only control myself. And so when I started to do my inner work and start focusing on myself and why am I responding to certain people, why am I in a way, why am I feeling a certain way? Why am I experiencing the sickness or illnesses or financial issues or whatever it was? I started to look within myself and realize, okay, what is it that is trying to communicate to me? What is off in my life? What is out of balance? What am I lacking inside of myself that makes me feel these things and that my reaction is whatever it is, or that my body is trying to tell me I need to stop and recalibrate. So anyway, I'm just taking a moment to share some different things that come to mind that I've learned while I've been on my journey to healing and just kind of recalibrating my life, my body, my relationships. Everything about my life is changing, and I just like to share that information because I know there's a lot of hurting people out there, and sometimes it's really hard to ask for help and you can feel really lonely. And so anyway, I hope anything I have to say helpful to you, but if you want to change your life, you have to own things in your life. And so part of that is just being willing to look at the shadow side of yourself, that humanness that you have, and just admit, that maybe you did have some jealousy. Maybe you do feel unloved inside, and that's why, whatever. So it's not an easy thing to do, but I will tell you that once I was able to start really looking within myself, not just at the positive aspect, but those negative aspects. And so if you want to think like Native American wisdom, is that we have two wolves, the good wolf and the bad wolf, or the white wolf and the black wolf, whatever you want to call it. Which one do you feed? Because the one that you feed is the one that will be the strongest. And so I think part of it is just finding a balance, because we both have both aspects, the yin and the yang, however you want to acknowledge it. We all have both aspects, and it's okay. We just need to learn how to find balance with them and admit those things about ourselves. And then we are able to start the healing. And so part of that is just doing some inner child work. That again is something I really did. I really found another layer and another step in my healing when I was able to start doing that. And it sounds weird, but it really is effective. And so the Ho'oponopono prayer is awesome. It's the Hawaiian forgiveness prayer. That really helps a lot. There's a great meditation on YouTube that you could do. It's worth trying, right? Like, why not? So anyway, just a couple tips that I learned along the way. I hope that you find that information helpful, and just be willing to really look within yourself and be like, what do I need to own? And anything that you feel like you're blaming, if you start coming up and thinking about things, and then you start thinking, yeah, but if he wasn't this way, or if I didn't grow up that way, or if I didn't have this disease, or I have this disease because So if any of those things come up, those are going to stop you from being able to get to your next level of healing, because you're not taking accountability for any of those things. Because for every disorder, disease, situation in our lives, there's a reason for it. It's trying to communicate something to us, that something is off balance. So be willing to do that inner work and just really talk to yourself about, like, where is this really coming from? And so one of the biggest things that I learned is that I need to really learn to love myself and forgive myself and accept myself and find myself to be, pretty incredible, and not in an egotistical way, but in an unconditional, non-judgmental way. Like we would do to somebody else, we need to do that for ourselves. So that's your challenge for today. I hope this helps you with your recalibrating.